What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today I'm going to bring you some news of a labor rally that took place in Annapolis on Monday. CBS actually did a story on it, and some of our young workers came out on the news. I'd love to pay tribute to these folks. Good work. AFL-CIO put out this labor rally, and it was good work to get out there and get the voice out for labor and to make matters better. You made the evening news and said, let's listen to the story as it unfolds.
Week is crossover day as your senators and delegates in Annapolis each send the other chamber bills they plan to pass. And labor unions across the state are pushing to make sure their priorities are heard. As a crowd of hundreds gathered at Lawyers Mall in Annapolis this evening supporting...
I'll put this link in the description box. But it was really cool as the story was going on and they cut to the video. The first thing you saw was a wage theft poster, and it had the IBEW logo and the Local 26 logo right on top. So that was really cool. Let's continue.
Bills, they say, will give workers more power on the job. Jessica Albert is on your corner live at 11 with their list of demands. Jessica.
Well, Vic, collective bargaining for more employees and the prevention of wage theft in the state are two of the biggest issues that these labor unions are fighting for. This rally that they held tonight, they've been holding for more than 3 decades.
Showing solidarity and fighting for labor-friendly legislation.
It's a packed agenda for labor this year.
The Maryland, D.C. chapter of the AFL-CIO held its annual rally on Lawyers Mall in Annapolis Monday night, bringing together hundreds of members from about a dozen unions that represent construction workers, educators, and private sector employees.
And we're just here to let our legislators know, hey, we are voters too. We are constituents and we want to be taken care of just like everybody else.
Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller spoke briefly at the event. The rally is held a week before crossover day when each chamber of the legislature sends the other bills they plan to pass. The unions are hoping lawmakers will advocate for bills that deal with major issues like wage theft.
Wage theft is still an awful issue here in Maryland.
And for bills that would give more workers across the state the power to unionize.
They just showed a clip of several Local 26 members that I know, so I'm gonna have to congratulate them on making the clip. They were shown congregating in the background with the wage theft is crime poster. Again, this is all very good messaging for the public to receive, because how often does the public hear about wage theft as being a criminal thing? And wage theft is just that. It is a crime, and it is the biggest form of theft in the entire country. But how many people know that? This is very good exposure for very important issues that labor advocates for, that the public needs to know about so that they can want that union for themselves. This is excellent work.
Right now we're looking at higher education professionals, our library support system workers, as well as our adjunct and supervisory employees across the state government who don't yet have the right to collectively bargain.
One of the unions that attended the rally, Renew Local 26, is also looking to get more younger workers involved.
We are the next generation. We're going to be the presidents of our locals. We're going to be the congressmen. We're going to be the council members.
Hell yeah.
And again, crossover day is on March 18th. Reporting live tonight at 11, Jessica Albert for WJZ.
So they talked about labor's agenda, right? And so I went over to the AFL-CIO website and looked at what the agenda is, and I want to bring that to you because you need to know what we're about. What is labor about for the layman who doesn't really know? Maybe you're just getting organized in. Maybe you're just tapping your toe in the water to see what this union-minded lifestyle is all about. And let's take a look. What working families want. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'll put the link also in the description box. An agenda to rewrite the economic rules so every person and every family in our country has an opportunity to realize the American dream. Last year, millions of Americans mobilized and called out for an economy that works for all of us. We elected advocates, including more than 900 union members, to public office. We elected them because they are committed to correct the structural wrongs of our economy. We changed the rule makers, and now it's time to change the rules. Working people want to go to work to good jobs. with fair pay and good benefits, and where we are free to negotiate for better wages, safer workplaces, and fairer treatment. We want a fundamental right to health care and a secure retirement. We want fair tax and trade policies that actually work for America's working people. We want comprehensive immigration reform with a path to citizenship. And we want serious investment in our nation's infrastructure, public education system, and the public services that make our communities and country great. We want our elected leaders to advocate legislation that builds a fairer economy and a more just society for everyone. And then they go down a list of the legislation and the ideas that they're putting forward. They got freedom to join unions. Every worker in America has the right to form and join a union. A good job for everyone. A good job provides not just wages and benefits, but a sense of self-respect, if that isn't the most true statement. Fair trade that works for everyone. International trade is a vital part of the modern economy, but it should create jobs and raise wages here in America. Again, can't disagree with that. Healthcare and retirement security. You know what this sounds a lot like? This sounds like FDR's Second Bill of Rights. And if we look at the Second Bill of Rights, it says, every American has the right to, number 1, a job. Number 2, an adequate wage and decent living. Number 3, a decent home. Number 4, medical care. Number 5, economic protection during sickness, accident, old age, or unemployment. Number 6, a good education. These are the things that FDR wanted to continue to fight for. These are the things that unions write into their objects and into their constitutions to provide that guiding star, that North Star. What are we supposed to aim for? And so it's important that we know what we're a part of. Shout out to labor, the AFL-CIO. Shout out to Local 26 for getting out there, and shout out to the young people, Renew 26. So proud of you guys. Shout out to you guys for being out there, and to be your clip to be selected to be into the story. It provides even more exposure for our local, for our area, so that people they understand what Local 26 is all about, and they understand what labor is all about in this region. So great job by everybody. Great job. Kudos, man. Links in the description box. That's what I got for you today. Remember that the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one. And remember, there can be no union without you and I. Front and center. Let's go. Peace.